So we amazing and introduce our lovely leader, our host today, Jessie. So if you guys don't know me yet, I'm Lucy Hunt. I'm the membership and experience manager here at Dreamers and Doers. I'm so excited to be able to lead this session today, or at least facilitate it on a session that's going to help you take your holiday marketing from more reactive to remarkable. We're joined by the incredible Jessie Sanchez, founder of the Happy Brand Company and a leading expert helping product-based businesses grow from startup to $2 million in revenue. Jessie has built and scaled her own brand while running it from 54 countries. We were just talking about all the travel, amazing. And partnered with powerhouse organizations like Make-A-Wish, Kroger, and Girls Inc. to create campaigns that truly connect. She's known for her ability to help founders rise above the noise, craft authentic marketing strategies, and help build brands rooted in connection, not just conversion. Today, she's here to share exactly how you can do the same this holiday season. So, whether you're gearing up for your biggest sales quarter yet, that time of year, or you're looking to strengthen customer loyalty year round, this session can give you a clear, human centered plan to make your brand shine all season long. Jessie, we're thrilled to have you here. You can go ahead and jump in and share your screen.
Thank you so much, Lucy. That was such a lovely introduction. I appreciate that. So let me get into it. All right, everybody see that okay? Awesome. Okay, thanks. So I'm genuinely excited to be with you here today. And before we dive in, I'd love to know who is all here. Andrea, I love that you're here. Thanks for being here. And so just let me know in the chat who you are, what you sell. I'd love to get a little bit more information from you all on what products you're selling this holiday season and beyond. So I wanted to ask you something. How many of you are already feeling a little overwhelmed about the holidays? I know I get it. It can be very frantic as a business owner. Everyone's screaming about Black Friday deals. Your inbox is flooded with all of these messages about urgent this and 50% off this. And so we're just sitting here thinking, is this really what marketing has become? So I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be that way at all. And in fact, some of my most successful clients do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. While their competitors are racing to the bottom with discounts, you're going to be building those deeper connections with your customers, and you're sharing stories that will make people feel something. So the result is that you don't just survive the holidays, you're actually thriving through the holidays, and your customers won't just buy once and disappear. They'll become loyal fans who shop all year round. So that's what we're going to build together today. And it's a holiday strategy that feels good to you and creates lasting connections with your customers. So this session is a little interactive. Feel free to grab a pen, paper, or a notepad on your phone, and feel free to drop questions in as we go, and we'll make some time at the end to answer them. So over the next about 45 minutes together, you'll feel prepared with a holiday roadmap that you can actually use. There's actually a freebie that will drop as well. As a thank you for being here today. And it's a holiday content calendar that just pinpoints what to do each week to have those impact moments with your customers. So my passion is really to show you how to save yourself time, energy, and effort and accomplish your vision this holiday season. So in order for you to multiply your revenue this holiday season, there's something really important that you need to have, and that's connection. So I want you to think about this phrase, transformational versus transactional. So yes, sales are technically a transaction. It's a product that changes money or changes hands for money. But the brands that stand out, especially during the holidays, are the ones that create a transformation in how the customers feel. So your product might be skincare or jewelry, a service or a course, but underneath all of that, it delivers something deeper. So say you're selling skincare, it gives people confidence. Even if you're selling jewelry, that gives people confidence too. So that's what people are really willing to buy. And when they buy, they have that same confidence in you that you're going to deliver what you're promising. So whether you're delivering confidence or comfort, a sense of belonging or joy, they'll feel that in your messaging, in your product. So my question for you is, how is your product transformational for your customer? So take a few seconds to Jot down a before and after scenario for your customer. What's happening before they find you? How do they feel? Are they feeling stressed, overwhelmed, stuck, or maybe unseen? And what's happened after they've interacted with you and your product? How do they feel? Is it that they're calm, confident, they feel cared for, or even inspired? So that's your brand's transformation story. And so here's the thing, your customer also wants to connect with you, the founder. They don't just want to know what you sell, they want to know why you started. So remember, it's all about that connection piece. How can you share your own transformation? When you share even just one sentence of your founder's story, why you care, why you created your brand, you invite your audience into a relationship. And that's transformational too. It makes them feel like they're part of something bigger. So you can do this by showing behind the scenes moments that make your brand feel human. Because when your customers feel connected to your story, they don't just buy your products, they become part of your mission. They trust you. And that's a relationship that lasts beyond the holidays. So here's some short examples from founders that invite the customer in. Andrea, you might notice that yours is on here too. I pulled in some from the D&D group. So specifically, I wanted to point out one in the upper right. It was from a company called She Loves Me, and they're a flower shop out of Washington, D.C. In this example, they mentioned that they're committed to supporting and uplifting their community. So I was instantly drawn to that and started to connect to their mission. So that's the foundation of authentic marketing, that connection before conversion. You want to compete on connection. So you can do this by sharing why you started your business. You can talk about those customers whose lives you've changed. And with that comes conversion. So, like with that She Loves Me example, after I read their brand mission, I saw as I was looking around their website that they offered a charitable boutique, or sorry, not boutique, bouquet. um, and what they would do is they would deliver that to a senior at a nursing home to help brighten their day. So of course I purchased because one, it was inexpensive, but also I was already connected to their mission and their brand just from reading why they were in business. So that was like an instant conversion point. So here's a action step for this section to write one sentence about why you started your business. And it doesn't have to be perfect. You can even type it into the chat to make it feel more real. So the question is for you, why did you start your business and why are you passionate about what you do? So in a way to connect with your customers this week, here's an idea. It's to first identify 5 to 10 customers who you've had great results with, who's had great results with your products. And you probably already know who they are. They're the ones who are leaving those glowing reviews or tagging you on social media. And then send them a simple personalized message like, hey, Sarah, would you be interested in being featured as our customer spotlight? We'd love to share your story with our community. And most people will immediately say yes. Then send 3 simple questions. What's your biggest challenge before you're using our product? How has our product changed things for you? And what would you tell someone who's on the fence about buying? Oops, let me go back. And that's it. Just take those answers, add some beautiful photos, and you've got content gold. But here's where most people stop. They post once and move on. And that's actually wasting 90% of the value. We can't expect results from posting something one time, whether it be on social media or email, wherever it is. So you want to use that everywhere. So use your customer's quote in your email subject lines, for example, or turn their transformation into a case study for your website. You can create Instagram story highlights that feature different customer journeys, and you can use all those testimonials in your copy, in your marketing copy. So one piece of customer content becomes the fuel for your entire marketing engine. And during the holidays, this becomes even more powerful because while everyone else is talking about discounts, you're showcasing real people getting real results. You're creating a sense of FOMO around the experience, not just the price. So people start thinking, I want those kinds of results too. That's infinitely more powerful than spreading out a message of 30% off for a limited time. You're going to have an endless stream of authentic content that sells your products without feeling salesy. And bonus, your customer is going to do the selling for you. Their words sell your products because they're using language that your other customers understand. So it's a way to help bring them in. And the best part about the strategy is that it costs you nothing but time. No ad spend, no discounts, just real stories from your real customers that encourage other people to buy. So now that we've covered the connection and customers part, let's talk about getting your message out there faster, easier, and more effortlessly. So if you really want to engage with your audience this holiday season, these are the most important ones to consider: email, text message marketing, or SMS, and live shopping. So first up, let's talk about emails. And these are emails that are used to educate and inspire your audience. So email marketing isn't just about selling, it's a chance to build your authority. This is where most businesses completely miss the mark during the holidays. They think that email marketing means selling pitch email after pitch email or sales email after sales email. So like buy this, last chance this. And sure, that might generate some quick sales, but you'll likely end up in the promotion tabs, and you want your messages to land in the priority inbox of your customer's inbox. So if you're not doing this correctly, you could actually be doing your email list harm, and that's going to significantly impact your ability to get sales. So when you only send gimmicky sales email, it trains your customers to also wait for those sales. So you want your customers to get opened up. You want your emails to be the highlight of their day. And so what if people actually look forward to hearing from you? And so an easy way to remember this is the 80-20 rule for emails: 80% value and 20% selling. And you can absolutely sell products in every single email, but in order to do that, you'll want to provide that value first. So value can show up in many different forms. Value can be telling a story. We're instantly drawn into stories. So that's one of the things that you can do that will be the most powerful in an email. And so for every promotional sales email that you send, you'll want to send 4 emails that serve your audience. And that could be through educational content, behind the scenes stories, or those customer spotlights that you collected. So this is a skincare example that I pulled that is educating their audience about skincare ingredients that were banned in the European Union because of the harmful hormone disrupting ingredients. And when I read this email, I was in total shock because I didn't even know that retinol, which was one of their ingredients, was linked to all of that. So what came next in their email was links to their product that offered the same results as the harmful ingredients, but theirs were all natural, so there was no risk of that. So they really tapped into what their audience wants to know about and did so in a way that truly supported them. So this is a really great example of that 80-20 rule, because first they're giving that immense value and then offering a solution, which just happens to be their product. So it's that content that makes their life better, even if they don't buy anything at all. So say you have a skincare brand, and instead of sending buy our holiday bundle type emails, send a series of holiday glow secrets. So we'll go through each email one by one as an example. So with this first one, the content could be around how to prep your skin for holiday parties. So for example, the 80% is not a skincare routine, it's a life routine. And then leaving that 20% to weave in your products about skin prep. And then email 2, an idea is that the one mistake that will ruin your skin this winter. So 80% of the email is all about hydration and why that's important in the winter season and how to get more of it in your daily routine. It's not just about that skincare. So then additionally, the 20% is your best-selling hydration serum with loads of customer reviews. And then in email 3, it's behind the scenes of how the holiday scents were created. For example, 80% is behind the scenes. Maybe you took a poll weeks earlier to discover which holiday scents were the most popular among your audience, and the results are in this email. So then the 20% of it is the holiday collection mention, where you're putting in all of those new products. And here we have email 4, which is a customer story. It's describing how Ava got her confidence back. So 80% is a story about Ava and her results. And then the 20% of the email is what she used to achieve her newfound confidence. And here's email 5. Our holiday bundle is here. This is the promotional email that has all the products in one email. So if you notice what happened here, by the time your audience got to this sales message, they've already received a ton of value. They feel cared for, they feel educated, and they feel connected with. So when you finally make an offer, it feels like a natural extension of the relationship, not an interruption. So here's a mini action step for this email section. It's to draft one subject line for an email that teaches instead of sells. So here's the thing about email. You're committed to creating compelling content and, most importantly, clickable, engaging subject lines. Because if you're not, your audience won't even see all of that great, valuable email content that you prepared because the emails won't get opened. Here's a couple quick tips to get people to click into your emails. So for the subject line, you'll want to make it a little bit mysterious. You'll want to add in some scarcity and urgency, and wherever possible, use personalization. So using their name in the subject line is really helpful. So if you increase your click-through rate, you're going to increase your deliverability. And for your emails, that's super, super important. Okay, let's dive into SMS or text message marketing. This is where you can build trust among your audience. So most of the time, SMS marketing or text message marketing feels super intrusive, or it can feel like a personal note. So the difference is in how you use it. You want to keep it short, friendly. Think of an idea to use it where your order is on the way. We can't wait for you to see it. And most businesses treat text messages like mini billboards. And then they wonder why people opt out immediately because it's all about sale this, sale that. So here's the thing about text messages. They're intimate. People are allowing you into their space. So instead of using SMS to blast those promotional messages, use it to build genuine relationships. So let me give you some examples of that. So here's an example of the behind the scenes text where someone just finished packing your order, and because of a special note that you added, you can add that into the text message. An educational tip can be added as well, where they bought something from, say, those skincare emails, and you'll want to give them a tip for how to use it better. And then this is a more personalized check-in. So this could be tied to someone who just purchased something. So how's that new skincare routine working for you? Any questions? I'm here if you need me. So the difference here is that they don't feel like marketing messages. They feel like text from a good friend, someone who actually cares about you as a person, not just as a customer. And so when you build that kind of relationship, when someone decides that they want to buy what you're selling, they're going to buy from you because you've created this relationship with them. And you can most certainly segment based on your purchase history. So that's a really good way to automate this whole thing. So new customers will get the welcome messages, repeat customers can get some kind of loyalty appreciation text, and VIP customers get that exclusive behind the scenes content. The key is making each group feel super special, like they're getting something tailored just for them because they are. And here's the mini action step for the SMS. Write a one-sentence text that feels personalized and would make your customers smile. So that's the foundation of inspiration and trust that we can build with email and SMS. So just imagine what happens when we show up live. So this is one of my new favorite tools for building a strong relationship with your audience, and it's live shopping. It's not just another sales channel, it's an experience. It's the closest you can get to recreating that in-person, I'm shopping with you vibe. So let me give you an example. Here's one of my jewelry clients. They ran their first ever live shopping event recently, and they were a little nervous, and so was I. But we went live to their wholesale body jewelry customers on a Tuesday afternoon. The whole thing lasted just 21 minutes. They had 7 limited edition products to share with their customers. And in those 21 minutes, they explained why they chose that gemstone or why they decided to set it that way, educating their customers on each special piece that they designed. And what was happened from this live event is that they brought in over $11,000 in sales in 21 minutes. It was really an exciting thing. So here's the magic, and it wasn't just the products because their audience responds really well to limited edition pieces, but it was how we built the anticipation and connection leading up to it too. So 7 days out from this big live event, we sent one simple email plus an Instagram story countdown. And then one day before the event, we sent another reminder email. And to that VIP exclusive group that they have, we sent a SMS alert to them 3 hours before the event. And then again, 5 minutes before, we sent a text-based email to everyone on the list, and we posted on Instagram that they're live. And then even before that, we were posting stories teasing those products up to 20 minutes before the live event. And after it all wrapped, we sent an in case you missed it type email and clipped highlights to their Instagram the next day. So there's a lot of little pieces here that help create that anticipation in going live and to let people know when to show up. One of the customers literally said during the event that this is so exciting. I feel like I'm in a live auction. And so that's the power of live shopping. It makes your customers feel like they're part of something exclusive, fun, and personal. And it's not just about buying, it's about belonging to this community. So you can even do this without the intention of selling anything. So the very next live that they broadcasted was a live jewelry designing session to help tee up that their jewelry design contest was happening within their community next. So here's a mini action step for this section. Pick a theme that relates to your products that goes beyond selling. So if you sell skincare, it could be like a self-care Sunday series. If you sell clothing, a holiday style session. If you sell food products, it could be holiday cooking with you or recipes with you. And if you sell home goods, maybe creating cozy spaces and how to do that and showcase that live. So the format is really simple. Anybody can do this. You'll want to start small, maybe once a week, 20 to 30 minutes. So when you go live, you'll welcome everyone, share what you're doing, share that educational content, share your stories, and give them a behind the scenes look into what you're up to. And it's really great with this app that goes live. You can answer questions from your audience right there. Plus, your products will be off to one side of your live, so that way they can instantly add to cart what you're talking about. So that's really great too. So remember to take it slow and just to keep the selling at 20% of the time. And here's the app that we use. It's for Shopify-based stores only. It's called Live Me Up. It's really fun to use, and it's free for 30 minutes of live streaming per month. And if you know that this is the channel you want to really lean into, I also have a link to a 14-day free trial when usually it's only a 7-day free trial for the next upgrade. And then you'll get 10% off each month as well. So it's really cool. I highly recommend checking it out. I'm actually going to be doing a live with Andrea here coming up, so we're looking forward to that. Okay, so here's some key takeaways. So where email builds that anticipation, SMS creates urgency, and then the live shopping delivers the experience. So together they create transformation, not just transactions. Now let's put this all together into a campaign. So for emails, something that I've seen work really well for Black Friday is a series of daily deals. So the biggest mistake that brands make on Black Friday is that they just send out one big Black Friday sale and just cross their fingers, hope that it works, right? So here's the thing, not all buyers are the same. Some want exclusivity, some want value, some want a little surprise. So if you send out the same message to everyone, you might lose them because it's just a generic message that goes out. So let me share what I did with that jewelry company that I mentioned. So instead of one email, we created a 4-part daily deals series. And we teased it with a sneak peek email a week before it even started, just to display what was to come. So here's an example of it on the screen. So day one was all about scarcity and exclusivity. So we released 5 new designs for free. And of course, they were claimed instantly because these customers really live for that I got it first feeling. Day two, we tapped into the value and convenience. We offered a discount plus free shipping that spoke to the practical buyers who love a deal without any extra friction. And here in day three was all about surprise and delight. Place an order and you get a special code to use later. That's perfect for people who want a little bonus for taking action now. And day four was a $500 store credit giveaway by nominating someone in their community. That really drew in the loyalty of the brand. The magic is that we didn't change anything that they're selling. We changed the psychology of how we talked about it. And by the third year running the strategy, conversions hit 4.5%. And that's because customers who opened those emails thought, they really get me. And by running the daily deal campaign, we learned that their customers love being the first to know. They love limited edition, one-of-a-kind items. And sometimes they use promo codes. They really prefer the automatic discounts. So you can learn about your customers as you are sending out these messages to get to know who they are, how they interact with your brand. But also, these are customers who are ready to buy at full price because they feel special, valued, and understood. And that's truly the power of knowing your customer. And you don't need any fancy software or research teams to find out about your customer. You can answer these questions about what you know about your customer so far. So when do they usually buy? Are they right on launch day? Do they wait for sales, or are they last minute shoppers? And what triggers that decision? Is it FAQs, details, emotional stories, or maybe social proof? And then what's holding them back from making a purchase? Is it price, timing, or uncertainty? And where do they engage? Is it through email? Is it through your text? Or is it through your social platforms? And if you're not sure, just ask them. Run a quick Instagram poll or survey. Customers will give you what you're looking for if you ask them and give them a chance to answer. So here's a campaign idea for SMS, and this is where you can really lean into your loyal VIP customers and have them opt in to receive these text messages about a very specific thing. So when they sign up for the VIP chat channel, they know that they're getting something exclusive and special that nobody else will know about because they're the first to know. It's like getting first dibs before anybody else. It's an exclusive communication channel for those VIP only. And for the jewelry brand, their wholesale customers sign up for these new design alerts. And the fun part about this channel is that it generates sales every single time because the messaging and frequency is tuned in to new design alerts only. And this VIP group really loves to be the first to know. And the app that we use here is Postscript. It's also available on Shopify. So it's really easy to integrate. And you can see in this example that we sent a text about the first live shopping event. And those that received the text were the ones who brought in $9,000 of that $11,000 that were brought in from that live event. So that's the power of the SMS. It's not a spamming channel. It's all about exclusivity and intimacy, and it feels like that personal invite. And so for the live shopping, here's some ideas you can try. To have more story-driven gift guides and bundles presented live on your channel. Instead of here's our top 10 products, try gifts that are for people who mean everything to you. Then tell a story about each type of person, the friend who's always there for you, the mom who sacrifices everything, or the partner that makes you laugh. You'll want to match your products to the emotions, not just the demographics. Reveal your product bundles live to make holiday shopping super easy and add value. Bundle your bestsellers or create themed sets for purchase. And back to the key takeaways. So email builds anticipation, that SMS text message marketing creates urgency, and the live shopping delivers the experience. And you don't need new products. You'll just need to have the right story for the right buyer. And here's a mini action step for these campaigns. Pick one campaign, either daily deals, the SMS insider drop, or live story driven gift guide or bundles. Outline how you use that this holiday season, and that one campaign could make all the difference for your holiday sales. So now we've covered how to shape your campaigns to match your buyers, create an exclusive channel, and activate your shoppers live. But here's the truth, even the best campaign idea won't land if you don't already have the basics. So it's kind of like holiday gift wrapping. It's kind of like holiday gift wrapping. You can buy the perfect present, but if you don't have tape, scissors, or ribbon, you get stuck staring at an unwrapped box. So that's why I put together these 10 essentials for holiday marketing that will make sure your campaign ideas get wrapped up and delivered beautifully on time and with that wow factor you're looking for. And if you look closely, you'll see that some of these are mini action steps that you've already completed on this call, so you're well ahead. So number one is know your customer's core desire. And number two, define your brand story, why you started, what you believe in. Number three, collect and share your real customer stories. Number four, plan your 80-20 content ratio, 4 value emails for every 1 sales email. Number five, set up SMS with relationship building messages. Number six is scheduling weekly live sessions with your educational themes. And number seven, segment your customer list, like your new customers, your loyal customers, and those VIP customers. And map your marketing calendar with one action or more each week, maybe a little bit more now since we're getting into getting closer to the holidays. And then plan your post-purchase thank you. You'll want to have flows in place that help you automate your whole system. And number 10, prep a post-holiday relationship building strategy to re-engage your customers in January. And that last one is super crucial because the goal isn't just holiday sales, it's turning seasonal shoppers into year-round advocates. Everything we do during the holiday season should strengthen the relationship for the long term. And when January comes around, you'll have a community of customers who genuinely care about your brand, who want to see you succeed, and who will refer their friends and family to you. And that's the real prize. It's not just a good Q4, but a stronger business that grows year after year. Oh, and I'm opening up a limited number of holiday strategy sessions. These are one-on-one calls where we'll look specifically at your brand, figure out which strategies make the most sense, and map out how to implement them in a way that doesn't feel pushy, but feels very natural. And so if you want to grab one of these sessions, the booking link is happybrandcompany.com/call. And this truly is my favorite time of year. There's so much excitement around it. And so I'm really happy to be here to help you create marketing that feels natural and not pushy. So thank you so much for being here today. That is the end of this presentation. So we can move into questions if that feels good.
Wow. Oh my gosh, Jessie, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I'm like, man, I wish I don't have anything to do this with right now, but I'm like, oh, I wish now I'm ready.
We can make a product.
Yeah, to make a product. And I know with the comments, some people had to jump a little early, but everybody was
Okay.
like, this is amazing.
Oh, awesome.
So getting such good information out of it, and I'm sure that we'll be checking in on the rest of the information. But Tamika and Alex, if there's anything that is top of mind for you, that you wanted to dig in deeper, feel free to, either post in the chat or just jump on right now. Um, One thing that just came to mind for me, just as for thinking about when people might be watching this, I know like this is so comprehensive for especially when there's like a customer base kind of already. I'm
Mhm.
curious of those of kind of the different strategies, email, SMS, live selling, or maybe something different for someone who's maybe still in growth phase, trying to just capture attention over the holidays, if that's maybe even the right time, or what's like, maybe like early phase, what would be like the highest value area to focus on?
Yeah, absolutely. That's a really great question. And thank you for bringing up that set of people because I think what could make the most impact is the lives because they're broadcasted to more people. So with that Live Me Up channel, you can also broadcast on your Instagram as well. And so I like to grab those eyeballs from Instagram and move them into your email marketing list because that's where you can have those more one-on-one conversations and where it feels more intimate. So probably for a starting business, definitely be broadcasting to Instagram, but then ultimately you're going to be moving them into your email channel.
Mm.
That's really, really valuable.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. I used to work with like recipe creators and they talked a lot about how like even if they have hundreds of thousands of Instagram followers, like all that mattered was their email list. Like that's where it really like
Absolutely.
they had the power. Alex,
Exactly.
you're sick.
Oh
Lost your
no.
voice. But Alex has a comment here, a question asking if there's any suggestions specifically for service-based businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. So with a service-based, you can definitely apply these same campaign ideas. And what you want to do is just focus on that value part, right? So say you're an author and you have a book, you could offer up like a book club where people come in and join and you're promoting your book that way. Um, and it could be just through different educational and behind the scenes content that you're sharing to help them understand your service better, but then also weaving in those customer stories as well, if that's available for you to share for that service-based business.
Hmm. That's good advice. Tamika also had a question here asking, does a live shopping event work best for multiple products?
Yeah, so what's really great is that you can have multiple products up there. So it's a really great channel because it'll be chat on one side, you'll be in the middle, and then your products will be on the right-hand side. And so you can fill that product base with as many products as you'd like. So they would recommend maybe 5 to 7. You don't want to put your whole catalog in there, but if there's ones that you're specifically highlighting, like say we're coming up on Halloween, so maybe you have Halloween specific ones that you'll want to do a live about. So that way the live content matches what you're showcasing in those products.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Well, that might be all the questions for now. That was so,
Amazing.
thank you so much for such an in-depth dive into all of this and kind of sharing your own experience and like your own like wins that you've seen with people and clients. And it's very cool to see
Thank
that live.
you. Thank you
Uh,
so much. This is really fun.
I'm glad. I'm glad. So I shared in the chat some ways to say hi to you, a feedback form, a way to peek at other events coming up. I also shared the freebie earlier, but let me just re-share it again if anybody joined late. And then
Amazing.
will also be sent out an email and available. So thank you for putting that together and thank you for being here. We're showering you with so much gratitude and as Taylor
Thank
says,
you.
confetti.
Yeah,
To be here and share what you know and have a ripple effect in our community. So we hope you
absolutely.
guys have a beautiful rest of your week.
Thank you,
Thank
Lucy.
you.
Thank you, Steve. Thanks for being here.
Bye-bye.
Bye.